Hello? Hello?
This is a no-go? So it's, what time?
Yeah, I'm in here. Might take 20 hours.
Would you like us to pull a chair right here? Okay. I'm good. There you go, sir. Oh, go for it.
In progress.
It should be. But later on.
And he's,
There isn't a new one, it's the same one as the original.
Did you make any changes that were requested?
I put them on.
Like what?
For the tree?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, really? Yeah, she said.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock and it's December 9th, 2025. And I would like to have the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before calling this meeting officially to order, we need to ask Anna to not be at the table. You are no longer a council member. You are not in.
Stop right there. You do not have the authority to make her leave this table. She was asked to fill a position that has not been taken over by the person that won the election. She can fill in until that person
Hi
gets
there,
sworn in.
Julie.
There's nothing in the laws that say that she is absolutely done. And as a matter of fact, MRSC told me, well, maybe this person could do a holdover position until the newly elected person gets sworn in and is ready to take the position. There is nothing in law that says that you can remove her.
Just,
Nothing.
just so that everyone knows, I have, Julie Norton of Ogden Murphy Wallace on the line. Can you hear everything, Julie?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. Yes, Anna is sitting at the table. She, was appointed and she lost the election. And, she is, at the table, out of order. Chucky is in the audience. She won the election and she needs to take the place at the, table.
That's correct. So as of certification of the election, because Anna was appointed and did not win the election, she is no longer qualified under statute to serve.
What
She has
statute?
to be reappointed or elected.
What it says in the article.
No. We cannot have audience talking, please.
So by law, the newly elected person became qualified. All that they need to do to finish the qualification is to get sworn into the oath. If they are refusing to take the position is now vacant and it needs to be appointed. So the newly elected person is the qualified person under the statute. They just need to take the oath.
Which statute are you quoting?
Did you hear that? Jamie is asking which, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me. I'm sorry. I give you a few minutes and I can pull it up.
It doesn't state that in any statute. We've been to attorneys, and it does not state that she cannot continue to serve until the elected individual takes the position. I've spoken with MRSC numerous times,
And the Secretary of State
and
as
the
well.
Secretary of State.
I am looking at RCW 29A.24.020.
Right, so say that again, 29A.
.24.020.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Chucky just handed Jamie something. I don't know what number it is.
42-12-030. Term of person elected to fill the vacancy.
But there was no vacancy. It
There was a
appointed.
vacancy, and that's what Anna is serving
She
for.
was appointed and she
She was
lost the
appointed
election.
because there was
Because there was a vacancy.
And
She lost the election.
And that person shall fill that vacancy and hold office for the remainder of the unexpired term.
Unexpired term, which is, Chucky, you are short term, which is from election to the end of the year.
Do you want the definition?
And then you will get sworn in again for the next year.
I request the definition of short term and expired, because they appoint someone in the unexpired, there's no vacancy anymore, it's been filled by unexpired,
Okay.
they serve from December 31st. No, it's
42-12-040,
together.
if a vacancy occurs in partisan office, then the term of successor, who is the same party as the incumbent, may commence when he or she becomes qualified under 29A-04-133. And so a qualified person is when pertaining to a winner of an election means the results have been certified, the required bond has been posted, and the winner has taken and subscribed an oath or affirmation. So you are expected, because you prevailed with the election, to take the winner affirmation, because the other person who did not win the election is no longer qualified upon certification. I don't know what MRSC told you or who you talked to or what they were understanding, but that is my interpretation as your town attorney, that Anna is no longer qualified because she did not receive the certified votes of the election. Chucky is qualified, and just needs to take the oath of office because she fills Anna's term because Anna was appointed. The appointment ends upon certification
Chuck doesn't take the term right now, my opinion is the seat is vacant. He also needs to proceed with the meeting tonight. And Anna is not qualified to proceed with the meeting tonight.
That was her opinion.
What's the RGW for that? She just gave it to you.
I'd say do 29A04
Hold on.
29A what?
Could you repeat that, Julie, please?
29A 04 133.
Oh, 133. Okay. What does, happen if this scenario plays into effect? What happens if, say, Chucky is sworn in already?
If Chucky is sworn in already, then she's fully qualified to hold the seat and needs to hold the seat.
And then, so Anna is done.
Okay, now hold on here, because according to our rules and protocols for land council members dated 8 August of 23, oath of office. Oath of office can be taken on the first day of the new term, January 1st, or it may be taken the last meeting of the council before taking office, or up to 10 days prior to the date scheduled for taking office, RCW 29A.
Right, we're talking about successive terms, not dealing with appointments.
It doesn't say that in here.
When somebody is appointed, the term is different. They can only serve up until the election, regardless.
Yes.
Because once the votes are certified and the new person gets elected, the new person fills an expired remainder of that term, and they serve from the date that the election is certified to the end of the year, to the start of when the new terms run, and then finishes out the unexpired term. So if Anna was meant to serve two more years, Chucky would take the position as of today, finish this year, and then get sworn in again in January and finish 2 years.
That was
That's
the
how
election.
it works.
Now, is that according to your legal opinion?
That's according to law.
Well, you know, there are so many laws that are conflicting.
No.
Yes, there are, Paula. I have talked to
She's
the,
talking.
well, so are
I've been
you.
doing this for 20 years. I know the laws regarding appointments and changing seats following when an appointed official does not get elected. Appointments are treated differently than somebody who's actually elected to a short term. Appointments are different. The appointed term ends upon certification of the election. And they either take over because they won the election, or they do not take over and the new person gets seated for the remainder of the year and then starts the new term. That is 100% how it has worked for 20 years. It's the law.
And that's what Lynn has come up against. Anna was appointed.
We all
She
understand that.
She is done as of the 25th, because that was when the election was certified. Chucky is now on council.
No, she is not. She is not qualified. She has not taken her oath of office, and she doesn't want to yet. That is her choice. You cannot force an individual to do that. We have an empty seat, and Ann is continuing.
Who's talking now?
Wait.
I have another city that is going, that just had the same thing, had 2 appointed positions. No one contested the need. They had to step off council as of the certification of the election. So if she does not want to take her elected seat, then
Yeah.
the council needs to declare the seat vacant and reappoint it.
Chucky, do you want to inform the audience anything?
I want to go by the law. The laws are contradictory. It says that the unexpired term will last until December 31st. I talked to an attorney and see if I want to take this to court. I don't have the money to take it to court, but the RCWs are for it and against it. It's vacant, it's unexpired, and if you want to sell this, you'll have to take somebody to court, because as of right now, the latest RCW from 2016 states she can be in that seat until December 31st. Now give me a
No,
RCW.
you take the seat upon certification of the election. That's exactly what I just read. You take the seat upon certification of the election.
The certification was December 3rd.
You know, It was,
No, certification of the election was November 25th.
By
You
the
take the
county.
seat upon you take the oath, and then you will finish the year, and then you will take a new oath in January. I am 100% confident on this.
The laws are so complicated because from the Secretary of
That's why I told you,
State,
trust my experience.
elections are not certified until he certifies them, which
Same
was done
unexpired
December
election
30th.
issues, and not one of them is even balking at it. This is the way it works. You are within your right to take the seat, to take the oath today, take the seat. If you don't feel comfortable voting, don't vote tonight, but at least take the oath and take the seat. And then take the oath again in January.
She obviously does not want to take the oath tonight. Obviously. Or she would have had it done before the meeting.
And that's what I can't help you there. I don't understand it. You're gonna have to, in my opinion, see this meeting when she doesn't take the oath.
I did call,
Because I've never seen it happen, that's, she is qualified, she's supposed to take the oath tonight. Okay, you don't have a council member saying, I can't vote, because she didn't win the election, she's not certified, she's not eligible under statute.
MRSC said that she could hold over in the position. MRSC said she could hold over in the position until the new person takes the oath of office.
okay, and with that being said, I did call the courthouse this afternoon, and Chucky has taken the oath.
Okay, so then
And
Chucky
that
is
was
qualified, Anna
confidential, I
is
told
no
her
longer
not to
qualified,
Anna.
Anna needs to,
So Anna,
and Chucky is qualified. If Chucky doesn't want to vote today, she just doesn't feel comfortable about it, that is fine. But if she's taking the oath, she is 100% qualified now for that position, and Anna is no longer qualified.
so Anna, please remove.
Just leave her alone. She can come up here and they can switch seats.
Okay,
You don't need to keep telling her to leave.
push your hand all you want.
Well, stop being such a rude
Switch
person.
seats. Switch seats.
You're so
Rules
awful.
of order. But I'd like to make a statement if I could.
Go ahead.
According to the RTW, like I said, I talked to an attorney, and the attorney was from the seminar we went to for new city council in Mirrors. And she made a statement, and she worked to the first grade, to the lunch, and I paid after. And she said these laws are so, conflicted, that she said, I could take this to get an attorney and fight this. I don't have the money to. And she said that the mayor or no one else can make a decision because it is not black and white. And what we got, the latest RTW, is that she is in there until December 31st. Show me a newer one.
I'm going by what the town attorney is giving us advice on.
I'm
She's
saying,
wrong.
you're always
The town
saying
attorney
you're
needs to
wrong.
go back to school. She's totally wrong. I've talked to a lot of people too.
Okay,
You are
London,
wrong.
thank you.
Paula.
No.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Chucky,
She doesn't,
What you
and Johnny
doing,
can be
Anna?
sworn in, she still doesn't have to
I will
take
take
this
my
till the first of
position, I
January.
took my oath, and according to the RTWs, I will be happy to represent this town on.
excuse
on
me,
January
Chucky
1st.
is trying to talk.
On January 1st, when my position starts, according to the RCWs, I'm not gonna take a position that I feel is unlawful. You've got a vendetta against her and you're using me as a pawn. I don't like that. I'm going by the laws.
Okay, but you have been sworn in. You have taken the oath. True?
And you called to make sure I did?
No, I was just asking
You called up there, particularly got me to see if I could find.
to make sure that Mr. Blaylock was recorded. And then, by the way, is Chucky been sworn in by you? Because,
Blaylock was sworn in before the state.
I wanted to
certified
make-
election.
oh, no, Chucky, no. It was,
Do you want the statement from the Secretary of State? When he, certified on December 3rd, he put it out on the thing that the elections are finalized. The Secretary of State has verified the election. Now, you're gonna go against what the Secretary of State said?
I go by the county, what was her title? Election administrator.
I would call it voter interference myself.
Well, I'm going by the Secretary of State, I think it's a little bit higher than that
Well,
county.
but I'm going by what Jackie Larrick had said, and that night.
All I'm saying is, we gotta get back to the rules for everyone, this isn't perfect and choosy.
Okay, but you never answered the question. True, you've already taken the oath.
Well, I asked her, I told her that was confidential, I wanted to talk to you.
And you never came in? You never asked me to step outside?
So
I didn't
here's,
even
here's what
see it.
MRSC is also saying. An appointee will serve until the end of the next required general election. The subsequent elected winner will assume office immediately after the general election results are certified, as soon as they become qualified under the
Don't
statute
you do that to me.
29A 04
That is rude.
133.
Listen to what she's saying.
I can't.
And that is also from MRSC.
Okay, I'm sorry, can you, repeat that, because Chucky
In
didn't
2 more
hear me.
weeks, I think we'll be getting a new law.
Appointees again will serve until the next required general election, which is November. The subsequent election winner, which is Chuck B, will assume office, and it says immediately after the general election results are certified, as soon as they become qualified under RCW 29A 04 133, which is what I told you. All she had to do to become qualified then was take the oath of office.
You're,
The election winner will then serve the remaining unexpired term or short and full term.
and I just stated, I have 7 RTWs that does not say that, it says the opposite, she's in a job until December 31st. I
That is
still,
not accurate. That is not immediately, that is not accurate.
like I said, the rules are in conflict. You can
They are
pick
not
up any,
conflict.
oh my
This is the way
goodness.
they work, and this is the way they work in all my cities that are.
Yeah, I think we need a new law, yeah.
Okay, so, the RTWs were changed in April. They went through and changed a lot of them. They changed a lot of them in November. They're doing it twice a year. And these, when,
I give you all the advice I can't. I don't know where to go with it, I'm just telling you the law is.
what's the date on your law you're posting?
I took off the computer, I don't have any gauge in years.
Okay, it sounds like the one from 2011. Mine is from 2016.
Okay,
Yeah, it has changed.
Julie? Mr. Blaylock, it has, taken his seat. We've got Jim Wiedemann, and we've got Jamie Schmunk, and, Robert Dew decided to come tonight as well. So we do have a quorum. Anna is, not, supposed to be at the table because she is done with her election.
That's correct.
Okay, so even if Chucky has been sworn in, she does not have to sit at the table.
Correct, you can
She
consider her
doesn't
an
have to
excused
take her seat
absence.
till the 1st of January, which
Okay.
is the
Have a
legal
quorum,
process.
Chucky can be an excused absence, Anna is not qualified, Chucky has completed the steps to be qualified. Just consider her an excused absence.
And Anna can be asked to be a holdover in the position till Chucky assumes the position. Yes, she can. That's what I got from the lawyer.
There.
Holdover, then the state will have to file a
Yeah.
formal-
See, I tell you what, now, you put it in
She's-
writing.
She's trying to tell you.
Yeah, I want it in writing for all of it. And I want the answer to this from your lawyer.
Would you, repeat whatever you said, in an email to me about the, what'd you say, Jamie? Oh, holdover?
Yeah, she can't be a holdover, there's no such thing as a holdover, she's not qualified, so the state could remove her and
Yes.
avoid any action you take through a parental action.
So
Okay.
would that be possible for you to email me that information?
Yeah, I can try to do that.
Okay.
Hey, Julie, I'd like to address the fact that none of this would have been a problem had the mayor been honest and upfront to any member of the current council. She did this to she only gave this information to the 2 people getting sworn in supposedly at the last meeting. She didn't talk to either of the people that were being replaced. It hadn't been explained. She surprised us, which our trainings say no surprises. She's doing this as being vindictive. We had a complete meeting on the 25th, and now she wants to tell us that that was null and void. The people were not sworn in, and the election had only been certified for 5 hours. This was planned attack. She's a cruel human being, and this council is not going to stand for her nonsense. We had a meeting where everybody was sitting at the table was still current. Nobody had been replaced, and there's nothing in the law that says that 5 hours after it's been certified by the county that the people have to leave their seats. There's nothing in there.
They should have, because the law is immediate after certification, and that is what MRSC cites is what I've always understood. It's immediately the election was certified earlier that day.
Not what I hear from other attorneys.
The qualified individual should have been able to begin the meeting.
Okay, but it was surprise attack on the council, and it's not gonna work. We are not gonna go forward with her saying that Anna was disqualified, because there's nothing in the language.
So it's unfortunate nobody understood that.
There's not, yeah, it's unfortunate that it wasn't shared with anybody.
It was posted in the agenda, and,
Not under new business where we would
No,
look
it
for
was-
it.
it's right there at the top.
Yeah, under the address.
Before the meeting, and, back and forth. We do have a quorum, Julie, so Anna is not, qualified to be at the table.
How many times do you have to say that?
1,600.
Does it feel good?
No,
Does it feel good, Paula?
1,600
You are a horrible
So she
human being.
leaves.
1,600 more
You are
times.
just awful.
Anna, you are not qualified to be at the table.
Yeah, I'd like to ask the question, why do you want her seat so badly?
I want the proper procedure for the
Then you
election
would have been
to be
honest with
done.
everybody before that meeting.
What you're doing
Nobody
is
likes a
illegal.
sneak.
It's illegal what you're doing, and what your lawyer is telling you.
This is the town's lawyer.
I don't care who it is for, that is illegal.
No, it is
You
not.
are interfering with
It is not.
rights.
It is not.
It is.
Chucky has her hand up.
I would like
Julie.
to ask the attorney about W 42.12.030, which contradicts what he's telling us.
2 more weeks, this and that'll be all over, so. Couple more weeks, she's out. Don't come back, don't come in the town.
If a person so elected to fill vacancy shall hold office for the remainder of the unexpired terms. That's RTW. And this
Right,
has
that's the person that holds the vacancy, but you were elected, the vacancy ended when the election was certified. That's the
No.
problem, the vacancy ends when the election is certified, or the appointed term ends when the election is certified.
It doesn't say that. It says
It's-
that they should hold the term for the remainder of the unexpired term, which is December 31st.
But that's not, no, there, you run it until the general election, because that's when it starts the new terms, it's the election, and it's, I read you verbatim, whatever he said, it's the way it's worked forever. They take office immediately upon certification of the election. And then they hold the unexpired term. Okay, so.
I don't take my office until January 1st. I will not take my office until January 1st after.
Right, tonight you are excused.
We don't want no more lawyers' opinions.
Robert?
Yeah, opinions, that's all she's saying, opinions.
Robert?
Yeah.
Thank you for identifying yourself. Anna, you are not qualified to be at the table, at the council table. Chucky is, and that is, the process that I'm going to take under the advice of Julie Norton. Jamie, we have our differences, so be it. Mr. Weiderman, so be it.
Yeah, there was
Blaylock
two weeks ago.
is here. Mr. Blaylock is here, so be it. We have a quorum. Anna,
No, I make a motion to fill the absence since
There
Chucky
is no
is not,
absence.
sure, she's not taking
no,
the
she's
short
already
term.
taken the oath.
She's not taking the short term, she just told you she won't start.
Listen to what she said. Here, just a minute, repeat that, please. I'm getting closer to Jamie. Go ahead, Julie.
If Chucky has already taken the oath, she's the qualified person for the seat. Anna cannot declare herself a holdover or a qualified person.
She
Chucky
didn't
has completed
declare
the
that.
steps to be qualified for the seat. So my recommendation is to treat, if Chucky doesn't want to participate tonight, Anna has to remove herself because she's not the winner and not certified to hold the seat. Chucky can proceed as an excused absence for the evening, have a quorum to conduct your business.
We still have 2 meetings, this meeting and the next one, and that is a vacancy as far as I'm concerned. If she's not gonna start until the beginning of the year, she's not fulfilling her short term. So the council has the right,
That's my concern, and
The-
that's my concern, if she's refusing to take it, but she did take the oath, so she can complete these next 2 meetings as requesting absences.
the council can also appoint somebody to fill that vacancy
There is
till
no
the
vacancy.
beginning of the year.
If she doesn't take off the seat, there's a vacancy, and then council has to appoint the vacant seat, but now the problem is,
That's what I just
you
did.
have to appoint for the whole next term. She wouldn't get to take her new term, because she's the qualified elector.
There's 2 terms, there's a short term and a full term.
No, she was elected for the short term.
She was elected.
Complete the rest of the term. That's what she was elected for, was the short term.
And then the full term is what the people voted for Chucky to be in. It's the short, full. Chucky signed up for short, full election. The
Right,
people,
so she signed up for a 2-year term essentially. And so her term starts upon certification of the election. She finishes this year, and then she does her 2 years after that. She doesn't have to run again for election after that. If she doesn't take her position at the end of this term, and then the position is vacant, and the vacancy needs to be appointed. The vacancy appointment will be for her new short term that she was elected to fill. So she doesn't get to decide that I'm not gonna take my position and then take the position later. If the council has a vacancy, it has to appoint the vacancy, or the county will appoint a vacancy.
The vacancy is for the short term, it's not for the full
So
term.
the short term is a 2-year term. Short
No,
term,
it's
that's
not.
what short term means.
No, the short term is
Short term
just-
means the remainder of
She's
the term.
incorrect, she needs to know. The short term is,
okay, we're all, all right, we're all talking at the same time. Chucky had her hand up. Julie, here she is.
Is there anything what that thing you know what you're saying?
No? Okay, Chucky.
Ms. Norton, the short term was from the certified
No,
date
that's
of
not
the,
what's called the short term.
yes, it is. It can be, but it was for that period of time, and then she was elected to a full term starting the first of the year.
She's elected
Yes.
to the short term.
I
She's
bet we
elected to
table
the
it until
short
we get more information.
She's elected to both.
The short term is considered the 2-year term. The full term is considered a 4-year term. She's elected to the short term to complete the full term.
And we are, the short term is from the election to the end of the year, and then the full term would be the next, whatever year after that.
January 1st to 26.
So what I
However
am,
many years her term is.
It's not technically how it's called, but yes, for your purposes, yes, that's what she was elected for.
I know that.
okay,
She either fills the vacancy, or if she refuses to take the seat, then there's a vacancy that needs to be appointed, and then if you're appointed, then the appointment will last until they'll have to run again next year.
If
okay.
she's being
Barbara,
excused,
this is Barbara Pinch.
if she's being excused from the meeting, that means she's still in her seat, she's just excused. She's not causing a vacancy, she's being excused.
That's correct, and that's what I think is the compromise way to proceed if she doesn't want to start the term yet, is she's already been sworn in and has completed the January, but it means there is no vacancy, so you don't appoint anybody to that seat.
Take a look.
Okay, and, I appreciate your being here on phone. It is a very volatile, situation because of, not recognizing what the RCW say or not say. But we are going to go ahead and, conduct our business, and, Amanda is still sitting at the table, just so that you know.
Okay. Just don't count her vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I appreciate it, and, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, so calling the meeting to order. Again, the, town council regular meeting approval of November 10th, public hearing meeting minutes.
The question that I have is, the last meeting that we had, Mr. Blaylock wasn't sworn in yet, and neither was Ms. Harris. Anna was here. How was it then that we did not have a quorum?
Because Anna was not a council member at that moment,
Yes.
only you and Jamie were actually council members.
How was she not a council member? Because no one was eligible to replace her.
She lost the election.
She didn't take the oath, Paula. I mean,
And
what
I was
is there for-
mistaken for not allowing the oath to be given to Mr. Blaylock. That was my failure.
Okay,
And then we would have had a quorum.
we did have a quorum. We did have a quorum.
Are we going to business here, or are we?
No,
just-
we're going to business here because
Okay.
that's part of the minutes.
Oh, okay. Anything else? You've got, approval of November 10th, 2025, public hearing minutes.
I moved to scratch all that, we've already done that at a meeting.
Second.
All this was done at the 25th, you ran an entire meeting, you
I know that.
adjourned an entire meeting, and then you found a way to make it not
No,
count.
I
You
was at
found a
fault.
way to make it not count. This council did the work that we have been, excuse me, we did the work, these people, Anna, did the work building up to all these decisions for our budget. And you didn't give anybody the information ahead of time. It could have been handled totally different and people could have understood. We could have made a decision, but you kept it hidden. You You called the meeting to order, you ran the entire meeting, and then you adjourned it at the end. We did all of the work, which is on here.
If we didn't
And
have,
there's no law that says that she was immediately not in the position.
I don't know.
It does not say that the
Julie
council
said-
member currently sitting is immediately done as of 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the 25th.
All I know
It doesn't state it.
whatever Julie was reading, that was immediately there, yes.
And the immediately was for them to get sworn in.
And you didn't allow.
That is
And
the
you
only.
didn't allow that.
I said
because
to
you
move it to
wanted
the
it from
end of the
beginning at
meeting.
end. Well, that
Yes.
was a ploy at yourself there. So
Well,
here we
no,
have
it
at the
wasn't.
very beginning, we could have done Gary. It didn't dawn on me. And we
The
had,
new people have not been a part of any of this. We've been doing this for months. We've been coming in early for meetings. And you just wanted to just sneak up and say, oh, see you later.
no,
You're just a rude and awful human being. You know
I
that?
will take that. I will take that.
Good, because it's true.
Quack, quack.
It's who you are.
Quack, quack. We have approval of November 10 public hearing minutes.
We already motioned in a second and
I'm
that
sorry, I
was
forgot
approved.
to say.
Hey, Paula. Paula. enjoy your retirement in 2 weeks. Goodbye,
7:37, Robert.
bitch.
I still have a question though, if we did not have a quorum, why did we continue?
Anyone want to say anything,
The
come
meeting
and say
should
it,
have
I'll
been
let you
canceled
say it.
immediately,
Okay, thanks. We
and
didn't,
no business carried on.
we didn't know at the time until after we talked to the attorney that it wasn't a quorum.
Okay, well, we're addressing that to follow.
Same thing. I was asleep at that wheel. I did not realize that it was just Mr. Wiedemann and Miss Monk.
Schmott.
Monk. I did not take in consideration, oh, you lost your peanut there. Take in consideration that there were 3 people, but only 2 were council members. I will take that. That was my error.
She was not relieved of her duties. She was following what she was.
Yeah, Jackie relieved her.
Jackie doesn't have the right to relieve anybody.
She's the
She's the elections
administrator.
official. She can swear
You know
them
what,
in. She can
Jamie?
certify the election. She doesn't have anything to do with this town council.
She was here as a favor to,
To you.
no, yes, yes, no. For the whole council, for the people that were going to be sworn in. That's where that was. And you wanted it not at the beginning, but at the end. So if you had it at the beginning, we would still had a quorum.
I wanted the people that had put in the work, that knew what was going on, to be able to make the decisions and do the voting on the things that we've been working for months on. It
Well,
only made sense. There was even a comment from the crowd.
and that
That it
crowd
makes
did not
sense.
understand that, what's it gonna hurt? Well, it hurt because as soon
It
as
didn't
I
hurt
did-
anything. She was still a sitting
Excuse me
council
for
person.
overriding your voice. As soon as I am elected, it doesn't matter when I take the office, I am at a point of, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me? I don't have a clue what I'm doing, what's been happening. Mr. Wiedemann,
Process.
I'm over here.
That's why I'm looking over here.
Did you get that on tape?
That weren't part of any of the discussions that were had.
I don't know. Scratch it. Move to scratch that.
Move to scratch.
Okay, that was the motion.
That was the motion, move to scratch that. We did all the work. That was the motion, move to scratch that, it was already done.
We
So
had
what
a
is it?
meeting, there's nothing in law that says that she was done. Nothing but you that says that she was done, and now you talk with the town's attorney and convinced her that that's the way that it has to be.
No,
Oh, yeah. We had an entire meeting and we approved important things, we did important work. And you're trying to disqualify that.
no, I'm asking
You
you to
are.
redo
We
or
don't-
repeat.
We should not have to repeat it. You've actually turned in part of this already to the county for the levy.
And they
You
want
used
to
what was done at that meeting.
they want us to redo it. That's why it's.
Why do they want us to redo it? And
Because
why
it's
is
been
it a different?
revised.
Why is it a different?
It's been revised. If we get through the agenda, we will know that.
But you guys turned it in before that. You turned in the one from that meeting.
Okay,
You
here's
turned in the
that.
one from the meeting on
Is
the
everybody
25th.
listening? We were under the impression on the form, November 30th was the deadline. November 30th is a Sunday. We had the meeting that no one came to after the 25th meeting, right? To get things, approved, reapproved, whatever, finalized, so that we could get it in on the 30th. Okay, that didn't happen, so, all right, what are we gonna do? So then Veronica, from the assessor's office, told us that we would get nothing if we didn't get it turned in. Oh, the deadline really is December 1st, because the 30th was Sunday
Yep.
at midnight. I didn't know that.
Well, that happens
Margaret
with
didn't know.
government.
Okay, that
If
didn't,
something, if a date of something is on the weekend, they give you an extra day. Just like with taxes.
all they
and
had to
others.
do was print it on the form. So anyway, Monday, the 1st, we got it to Veronica, she accepted it, and then now we're being revised. So do you want to go through the agenda and get things back on the minutes?
No, what we want is for that last meeting on the 25th to stand as a meeting with a quorum. That's what we want, because that's what we operated under during that meeting.
That,
The attorney will not accept those ordinances as approved from the 25th meeting.
Why
So-
not?
Because according to the attorney, we did not have a quorum. That's why they're back on the agenda to be reapproved, so the attorney will accept the ordinances.
and that ordinance is ordinance 2504 with your water rates, ordinance 2505 sewer rates. The resolution is 2506, which is the property tax revised back to us. And then new business we have is ordinance 2506, which has to do with fire department. There are 2 resolutions that need to be considered, and then a chicken permit that has been submitted, and then our warrants. So, I would like to ask the council approval of November 10th, public hearing minutes, approval of November 10th, regular meeting minutes, approval of November 25th, public hearing minutes, and then we'll move on into unfinished business.
We've already approved the November 10th items.
Okay,
And there's no minutes for the 25th meeting.
public hearing minutes.
And there's no minutes for the meeting that occurred.
And that's
You know, most places, if the election was certified on that date of the meeting, would have probably been decent to the human beings on the council, given them the information and sworn the people in at the end of the meeting like I suggested. Or they would have done it at the next meeting and nobody would have had a problem. This is bizarre to any of the people that, with the state auditor, or what was the office? He said, this is unprecedented. The lady I spoke to at MRSC said, we've never heard of anything like this.
Do you have
People
the
just
names?
usually.
Secretary of State.
Do
Secretary
you
of State.
have the names?
Yeah,
I would like the names.
Linda Gallup at MRSC.
Mr. Wiedemann, who did you talk to?
Somebody from the Secretary of State's office, I don't know.
Somebody have a name?
Stuart Jensen.
Stuart
From the
Jensen?
Election Division, of the Secretary of State's office. Thank you. And he
So,
agreed and disagreed. He agreed, yes, what you're saying, you guys get sworn in, you take office then, said, but. There's a big but involved. So we have RCW, we have local people taking care of the elections over there, and verifying elections, not the state.
it's the county.
And you said that, it could be a town policy, how they do it, said, well, your best bet, by telling you this, is to see the town lawyer, and let the town lawyer do the legal stuff.
And that's what she did with for us tonight.
That's what I'm telling everybody.
Okay, good.
But our town policy goes against that.
He didn't know about the town policy. He just,
Town policy does not.
Chapter 11, he went in the office for me.
Sorry.
Chapter 8, filling council vacancies and selecting mayor pro tem. 8.1, notice of vacancy. If a council vacancy occurs, the council will follow the procedures outlined in RCW 42-12-070. In order to fill the vacancy with the most qualified person available until an election is held, the council will widely distribute and publish a notice of the vacancy and the procedure and deadline for applying for the position.
But that's a date. Until elections are held, and they've been held. council, with, the disagreements here, under unfinished business, there is, letter F. Resolution 2506 revised, and I believe, property tax levy, and I believe it's yellow. A portion of this, resolution has been explained.
Just state assessed tax values went up.
Okay. Barbara and Veronica had, their own conversations with this, so if you have got any other questions, please direct them towards Barbara here. It's state revised their assessed value, so that's where the new number has come from. $99,192.57. So that's what's on the table right now. Is there a motion to accept this?
I'll make the motion to accept it.
Okay, motion's been made. Is there a second?
Yeah, so.
It's moved and seconded to, accept the revised resolution 2506 for the property tax levy of $99,192.57. All in favor say aye. And any opposed? Motion carries.
This does need a signature from the council members, please. The three that are sitting.
So I just had a question as to why it changed in the last week.
The state gave us new numbers. That's all I know. Veronica gave me new numbers, told me we were gonna get new numbers, and finally gave them to me on Monday. And I was asking for the percentage number, and she finally gave it to me this afternoon. So I will turn that in, and that will increase.
Okay, it's gonna be done. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, so council, under new business, ordinance 2506. And that is, it's long paper. It is an ordinance prohibiting unlawful, negligent, and/or outdoor fires and authorizing the Adams County Fire Department #2 Fire Chief to enforce those.
It was mailed to you.
Yeah.
That was last year's that you mailed to me.
No, this was
It
mailed
was
to
dated
you
24.
separately.
Yeah, but I didn't. We were expecting to
I
go
only
to
got
the meeting.
I only got one letter from, that wasn't included.
Here,
I thought they were
A
mailed.
long letter.
okay.
My apologies.
Thank you.
Okay, starting over. An ordinance prohibiting unlawful, negligent, and/or outdoor fires and authorizing the Adams County Fire Department #2 Fire Chief to enforce those prohibitions within the town limits of Lynn, Washington. whereas the Adams County Fire Department number 2 has the contracted obligation to protect the town of Lynn's residents and their property from fire. And whereas RCW 70A.15.020 prohibits outdoor burning other than recreational fires in any urban growth area. And whereas the Lynn Town Council has the obligation to protect its residents and their property from fire. And whereas the Adams County Fire Department number 2 and the town of Lynn follow the Adams County burn ban dates, usually between but not limited to June 1st and September 30th of each year. And whereas RCW 35.27.370, number 16, grants the town council the authority to make such ordinances to maintain peace, good government, and welfare of the town. And whereas RCW 35.27.370, number 14, grants the town council the authority to impose fines and penalties for any violation of any ordinance. Now, therefore, be it ordained by the town council of the town of Lynn. I'll continue reading for the audience if they want. Section 1, purpose. The purpose of this ordinance is to prohibit any unlawful, negligent, and/or uncontained outdoor fires and to provide for the enforcement of this ordinance. This ordinance is an exercise of the police power of the state of Washington and the town of Lynn for the protection of the public health, welfare, and safety, and its provisions shall be liberally construed for the accomplishment of those purposes. Prohibited contact out of section 2. No person shall ignite an outdoor fire in the town of Lynn which may result into an unlawful and/or negligent fire. This, how do you say that? Prohibition does not apply to recreation fires that are less than 3 feet in diameter and no more than 2 feet in height in outdoor fire pits that are surrounded by 25 feet of non-combustible space around the fire pit. A charged water line is present during the fire and the fire is attended at all times. A notification to the Adams County Sheriff Department or the Fire Department number 2 chief is advisable. Now, section 3, enforcement. Any person violating this ordinance shall be subject to a civil penalty in the amount of $250 for the first incident, $500 for a second incident within 3 years of the first incident, and $1,500 for a third incident within 3 years of the second incident. Such penalties shall be payable to the Adams County Fire Department number 2. The town council hereby delegates the Adams County Fire Department number 2 chief the authority to enforce this ordinance and impose the civil penalties. Section 4, appeals. A civil penalty is subject to review by the town council. Petitions for appeal must be in writing to the town clerk within 7 days of the imposition of civil penalties as provided in section 3. The petition must specify all of the reasons for the appeal and all of the errors claimed to have been made. The town clerk will refer the issue to the council to determine a date for the hearing and give reasonable notice to the petitioner. At the appeal hearing, the council will take relevant testimony and receive evidence relevant to the issues raised. The council may adjourn from time to time and require additional information from the parties. All witnesses must be sworn by the clerk and a recording will be made of the proceedings and retained per the Washington State Archives retention schedule. The council will render a decision in writing as soon as reasonably practical. A majority of the council council members present must concur in any modification or reversal of the decision. The council's decision is final. Section 5, I don't know how to say that.
Severability.
Thank you. Clause, if any section, subsection, paragraph, sentence, clause, or phrase of this ordinance is declared unconstitutional or invalid for any reason, such decisions shall not affect the validity of the remaining parts of this ordinance. This ordinance shall take effect December 14th, 2025, and shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and publication as required by law. Introduced, reviewed, and discussed in its entirety December 9th, 2025, passed by a majority vote of the council present, and ordered published this 9th day of December 2025. And this has got quite the history to it. I presented a draft, maybe 2 drafts, that the fire chief and myself kind of threw around ideas, and then we sent it over to Ogden Murphy Wallace, and they cleaned up our language, made it the RCWs listed in where they needed to be, and this is the result. So now this is pretty much the final copy, ready for any more
Got a question.
questions?
Didn't we have this ordinance against this kind of stuff already?
Not in particular for the unlawful, negligent, and or authorizing.
So this is not prohibiting outdoor burning.
No. It's just that it's negligent, that if it takes off and destroys, if it's done on purpose, if it's done on accident purpose, if it's, it gives some dollar amounts for the penalties. That never was anywhere. It gives the fire chief, for us, Town of Lynn, a little bit more teeth to act on what task needed to be accomplished.
How are you going to enforce payment of the fines?
That would be the fire marshal and or the fire chief, sorry.
Okay, how are you gonna collect it?
That would be through liens, through payments, through whatever's, probably court case, who knows, I don't.
Okay,
But it does get, and we, after the third fire on 3rd Street, it was suggested by the fire marshal of the county that the town has something with a little bit more teeth than what Mr. Blaylock is referring to. So that's when the fire chief and myself put our heads together.
So in the question, it says that, the council gives the Adams County Fire Department #2 chief the authority to enforce the ordinance and to impose the civil penalties. Does that mean that they will go after the civil penalties, or does that mean the town will have to go after this?
The fire chief can do the enforcing of this ordinance and impose the civil penalties with that sentence there, yes. So the council is giving the fire chief that duty,
So
and
he
he
can
was,
enforce it, and he can say it's a $250 fine, whatever, and send the letter out and try to collect it. It doesn't have to come from the town.
No.
Just want to make sure.
that's the way I presented it to the fire chief, and he said that that's, we just, he can't do anything right now.
I like it. Move to accept ordinance 2506.
second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve, and publish. Okay, and publish, she's shaking her head. Forgot where I was. Move to approve the ordinance 2506 and not, I thought I had mailed all these out to you way ahead of time.
What we had in that packet was the agreement
The contract,
for the contract, yeah.
From the sheriff and from the attorney.
The attorney, yeah, we didn't know what to do with those, they were the old
so
ones.
the fire didn't get in there, so,
And the agreement between Care Solutions.
oh, that was for your information.
That was all the old stuff.
Okay, we're
Okay.
taking a break.
You know, my concern, talking about fires on Third Street, is collecting that individual.
Well, whoever it is, if I have a fire and I get, penalized or, fined, yeah, come and get me. What are you gonna do to me? And we've had that conversation many times before.
Right, yeah.
But that's where this actually gives us some.
Just some teeth. Yeah, okay. But there's no jail time mentioned. That's about the only thing he's got left for the guy. He probably walking 3 hops in a cock.
We do help police sometimes, because they go around,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
we're right there.
yeah. Well, I was talking about one over here. Guy, yeah, no, Guy.
We're not saying any names.
I did. That guy. I think it was cold in here too. Oh. Yeah. Rick, you want to add on a little bit? Rick? You want to lay it down a little bit? I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, again? Again.
Yeah, my psychiatrist is trying to adjust my medication, so that
That's
it's a matter, do I fall asleep or do I get totally out of control?
Under down on the table, yeah.
Get balance. Yeah.
I just hope I'm not too much of an embarrassment. I work for the Woodsville Journal newspaper. Yes, I come here and ask the meetings, and I write a story about these. Everyone's gonna ask me for the news.
807, we are back. Council with new business B, resolution 2507.
This was also mailed to you. If you don't have it, I have copies.
Before we start talking about this, who is Public Works number 2?
Position is held by Mr. Allen. Mr. Piper holds position number 4.
Were there any changes done to the different positions or the terminations for the positions?
No.
Just asking, because sometimes you guys make changes which don't highlight it. And then you say, well, we changed this, we changed that. And so I want to make sure that nothing else. The office substitute number 8 has always been there.
Yeah, what you received in the mail was highlighted what was changed.
It wasn't. It was just.
Oh,
This is our copy.
this is our copy. So,
This
yeah,
this is what we
it's
got.
folded. This is what we got.
This is the one that was in the.
Oh, you got
This is
it.
what was changed.
Is there-
Oh, yeah, because ours were this color.
You're-
oh, I thought you got a white copy with highlights.
He did. He
Okay.
did, obviously, there it is.
Well, everybody should have had the same one.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, we have a question.
Yes, are these wages going to take effect on their anniversary dates?
This
That's
one,
the way we have it set up.
correct. This one is, stated to be active starting January 1st, 2026.
Again, with the, when you have it, it doesn't have to be reviewed.
This is January 1st, when we use dates.
Council, just so that you are reminded, January 1st, minimum wage becomes $17.13. Alright, so,
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff highlighted on here. So this whole area down here that's highlighted, were those all changes?
The percentages were,
Yeah.
we changed some of the percentages to balance it better in the budget.
That's what I was asking a minute ago.
Is that 25 or 5 or something? That's what,
2503.
okay, this is taking that one stuff.
Yeah.
if you want to look at 25, Mr. Blaylock,
Is that,
do you want to look at?
no, I really like that.
Okay, now, the changes also, council, previously, in the first paragraph, it says, be it further resolved, see where I'm at? By authority of this resolution, the town shall pay the basic health, vision, and dental premiums up to $625 per month for the employees under AWC, so on and so forth. Okay, the proposal in this resolution 2507 is increase $650.
And that's based on the premiums, I assume?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the rates have gone up through the years, yes. But that right there is a change. And then the hourly wages are the changes.
vacate, is that normal for a town outside to give 14 days of holidays like Easter, you know, Martin Luther King Day? And also, that's 2 weeks, and then the first year that you're hired, you get 2.5 weeks. But in a year's time, you can have a month's vacation. Is that normal for a small town that doesn't have much money?
Okay, first, the employee policy says for, vacation time, you don't get vacation time unless you've been here for so long. You have to be here for, yeah, I think it's a year.
It's a full year before you go get vacation.
So for vacation time, your first year, you don't get vacation time. You just get paid federal holidays once you are a full-time permanent employee.
Because a lot of those aren't federal holidays. And I didn't see that when we had to work a full year before you got your vacation. Could you tell me what days that was done?
Annual leave, I'm on page 11, rule 6.
While she's looking that over, if I am under employment from day 1 to, is it 5 years, then I'm only allowed so many vacation times. And then if I am continuing and I'm employing 5 more years, well, then I get certain more days. And then if I am a long-termer, well, then I get more vacation time. You don't automatically get a full set.
So is there sick leave involved?
Yes.
Yes, 1 day per month.
Actually, it's page 4, rule 3, under probation.
Chucky?
Page 4, rule 3, probation. A temporary employee, prior to being offered a permanent position, the temporary employee may receive, oh, sorry, that's the wrong sentence. Where'd it go? Because that's where it says, employees may not utilize accrued vacation time during the first 12 months of employment. Accumulated sick leave and or vacation leave will not be paid if termination occurs.
So it's in that, within that sentence.
It's in the probation section of Personnel Rule 3.
Okay, maybe I looked at the.
So under probation,
0 to 1, and I thought, well, a month's vacation, you know, in the 3rd year, no, I don't think so.
yeah.
Totally agree. That's why we've kind of done a step process there.
There's also some more about it, rule 6, page 9.
That's what she was at.
Okay. And that's 6.5.
Oh, okay. 6.5 is annual leave, page
Right.
11. Yeah, that's where I was originally. Full-time employees accrue leave on an annual basis, assuming a 40-hour work week. So, yeah.
What's the date of yours? Is mine says rule, page 9.
Mine is April 9th, 2024.
Oh, mine's the same 6, right there. Not need a new one,
Okay.
please. Thank you.
That's the anniversary. Vacation.
Nothing about vacation on anniversary.
That was, pay raise.
Pay raise. The council, a couple years ago, the council decided to give pay raises every anniversary of their employment date. That has not been followed with the current council.
So that needs to be looked into. So anything else? You got your finger up, Jim?
No.
Well, I have
Mary's proposal, is that for the anniversary date, before January first?
January first is what the resolution says,
So,
that will be coming to effect,
so
so.
in theory, if someone worked starting in March, they do another 3 days in March.
If that was
Just because it's
after a year,
That's we have a full year.
yeah.
So, yeah. Look, it's like pay raise January, and somebody get another pay raise in March.
Every January first, then is going to be
Yeah.
the
Okay,
date.
their dates are higher, they're higher date,
Oh, okay, so
right, okay, all right. Just wanna make sure.
What is Alex's current rate?
$22.
When did it go up?
what month was it?
I don't
He
remember.
got repositioned, I think.
He was offered a full-time position. I don't remember what the date was.
So you moved him into a different pay grade by switching into employee number 4.
He was offered a full. I
Moved him into a different pay grade by switching employee numbers. You did not run that by council. Of course you do. He was hired for a certain rate. He was hired for a certain rate, and then the raises have to come to us. You can't unilaterally just move him into the other guy's position to give him a raise without talking to the council.
That's the budget.
It was already in the budget.
It doesn't
Because
matter.
of,
That rate was given to somebody with experience.
no,
Yes, it was. That's why it's higher.
well, Alex has got the experience now.
That doesn't matter.
And
It's
the other
not
person-
appropriate to just unilaterally give somebody a raise and not run it past the council. What the heck? No wonder he's making $6,000 a month. All the overtime you're giving him at $22 an hour?
The overtime still would be up there because of the
It doesn't-
time that it
It's
needs to
just
get
a
there.
point I'm trying to make with you. You gave him a raise,
Reposition.
but you didn't run it past the council. You just gave the man a raise because you
I
wanted to.
gave up the position.
Temporary employee may be offered a permanent full-time position at the discretion of the town's mayor.
That's what I did.
Doesn't mean that the town's mayor can decide what the rate of pay is.
I repositioned.
Permanent
Oh,
full-time.
now that was, every time we have a new employee, we come up with an amount to pay them based on their previous experience and knowledge. And you bypass that. He started out at $17.50 an hour, correct? Or $17 an hour, that was what we've been posting, and I see that the other position is at $18 an hour.
Alex didn't start out at $17 an hour.
When I took the job, it was posted at $18.79. Or, excuse me, $17.79.
Okay. I don't know why it'd be an odd number like that, but
That's why
it was $17.50 from what I remember too.
it went to $18 to make it less trouble. And I'm the one that
I get it.
brought it up. I don't think you do.
No, I get it.
I really don't think you do.
Well-
Because you've been griping about anything, everything you possibly could gripe about,
Okay.
Jamie.
Yeah,
Stan, you're out of order.
First rule of
When we
life,
posted
freedom
it in
of
the
speech.
newspaper, it said $17.50, and when you didn't come to us, and we asked, what about setting the rate for the new employee? He said, I gave him what the minimum was that was posted in the newspaper.
I'll have to go back and see. what the
And
actual posting is.
I stated at that time that you were vindictive, and that's
And that you
why
didn't wanna ask for more,
Yeah, no,
and you're out of order still.
yeah.
This isn't your
I make a
meeting.
motion, we table this for another time.
Second.
Okay, I feel sorry for you guys out here. We're up here battling over your livelihoods in front of everybody.
I understand that.
And it's not about you guys,
Fine.
it's about the process.
I'm just, yeah, it's just.
And I thought I would accept that way
All right,
because
too many talks,
that's
too many talks, it's
a
been
law
tabled,
of sense.
it's been tabled,
All right,
it's been tabled.
This does have to be decided before the beginning
Yes,
of January,
yeah,
just so
yeah.
you know.
executive meeting or something. You better
Okay.
give that.
B is tabled.
Okay.
Council, we've got resolution 2508, and that is LGIP withdrawal. It looks like it's a green piece of paper. And I will turn the floor over to Barbara for explanation if need be.
Questions? How much is in the account?
It
It
says right
says in the
there,
resolution,
you just have to read the first sentence. 25, resolution 2508.
yes. As of November 30th, there is $27,280.07, which is what the resolution says. A resolution hereby authorizing withdrawal of funds from the local government investment pool, LGIP. Whereas the town of Lind at 116.5 West 2nd Street, P.O. Box F, Lind, Washington, has $27,280.07 in the LGIP as of November 30th, 2025. And whereas the town of Lind has unexpected bills for well repairs and maintenance that were not budgeted for in the year of 2025. And whereas under WAC 210-01-030, the town of Lind can withdraw funds to pay bills. Now be it resolved, the town council of the town of Lind hereby authorizes the withdrawal of $10,000 from the LGIP to be deposited by electronic fund transfer to Columbia Bank account number in Ritzville, Washington on December 18th, 2025. At the bottom of the resolution is WAC 210-01-030 stating local government ordinance or resolution. All local government entities participating in the local government investment pool will file with the state treasurer a certified copy of an ordinance or resolution containing the following. 1. Name and address of entity. 2. A statement that the governmental entity agrees to deposit or withdraw funds in the local government investment pool in accordance with the provisions of the Washington Administrative Code for the purpose of investment as stated therein. 3. The names and titles of the officials authorized by this ordinance or resolution to order the deposit or withdrawal of funds in the local government investment pool. No more than 2 signatures are necessary for this purpose. At the bottom of the resolution, it states Paula Bell, Mayor, and Barbara Pence, Clerk Treasurer, which accounts for the 2 signatures necessary.
When was the last time that money was deposited by this town into that account?
I cannot answer that. It was done long before my time,
Have we ever taken money out of this account?
not that I am aware of. It bears an interest anywhere from, I'd say, $85 to $100 a month.
So help me understand this, because I'm not real clear on it. What I am gleaning from this is that we don't have enough money in our budget, and we've got to pull $10,000 from the LGIP.
We have had, unexpected bills for the wells, well 7 with, help me out, with well 7 with the different electronic issues that we've had,
The extras.
that we've had to, draw from, has depleted the budget for the water fund.
Is it gonna be in a zero or negative?
At this time, it is not looking very good. I don't have all my, deposits put into it yet, but it is, from what I have gathered, it is negative.
But we have not gotten our, crash incident taken care of. Bias is working with Barbara all this week, periodically, I don't know what times, to, help us get things back up and rolling. We have had, some, just the other day, I don't know what it's called, but it's the little thing that tells it to shut off and turn on. So we're gonna have to have that replaced. The play valve, or something or other like that. And that's just, out of the blue, things are happening. We are in contact with, different, places that have helped us out in the repair, the mechanics of things.
We have a question.
Yes,
My question is, over the past year that we've been dealing with the well 7 issues, why have we not been told that there's an issue? Number one. Number two, I'm not quite understanding why the money wasn't there, because every time the council questioned where the money was coming from or where it was being paid out from, there was an answer to that. So I'm curious as to why all of a sudden there's a $10,000 deficit.
I didn't say there was a $10,000 deficit.
Okay,
I'm saying that
10,000
we're
needed
asking
to
for
replace
this.
it, and I was not speaking to you as speaking to the council. Thank you.
You are no longer.
Hey!
no.
Jeez. So,
Answer
When-
to Anna's first question is, we don't have any control over something that immediately happens. Things happen.
well, we haven't received a budget update for months.
Granted.
So none of us know where any of these funds are sitting right now. And for you to come out of the blue at us and say that the water fund is gonna be in a negative, that's not okay.
We don't
So when do we get to know how much money's in this budget? We're trying to do, a budget for next year, and we have no numbers to go by.
That is correct. I am guessing. That's all I can do with what numbers I'm playing with right now, because I'm putting money into the system, and I am working with Springbrook, and I am looking at the numbers. I cannot print a budget position at this time because I haven't put all the information in.
She has.
I've been working with Springbrook. I worked with Stewart, Monday? I have an appointment with Stewart on Thursday. He said and I'm finally getting payroll figured out. That has been one of the issues. Another issue is the utility deposits. I can't put them in. The system does not allow me to put the utility deposits in. All I can do is math, longhand math, to figure out what has been put in, which doesn't help with a budget position.
And that's an issue, yes, and I totally agree with you.
So when he came to the meeting, he said that they should be able to get you up and running within a couple of weeks. It's been a lot longer than that.
For utility billing, yes, I'm up and running.
No.
I can print utility bills.
I think that we were talking about being able to see the budget.
No.
Well, I can give you a budget proposal I have.
I don't, proposal is a bunch of random numbers. What I wanna know is how much money we have. How much money is in each account? How much money's been spent in each line item?
Barbara has been putting in the expenses. Those we know. She has been putting those in. The revenues, have been deposited, but that part is not been submitted into bias there. So
So-
that, any report given to you is kinda not gonna be true to that moment of time.
What's unacceptable? It really is. This has gone on long enough with the computer crashing. We've been patient, but we're trying to manage the town's money responsibly.
And so
And
are
we
we.
just have to just guess and pull a number out of the cloud.
And so are we.
Come into the office and look at the computer. I'll show you what I've got, what I've done, and what I'm working with, and you can make your own informed decision by looking at the numbers yourself. That's all I can say.
So, wasn't there, what was a statement that was made? There was a backup in 22 to the computer,
Correct.
and you chose to just re-enter everything in from scratch? Or did you use the 22 backup and then build from there?
No, they told me not to do 23 and 24 or 22. I am starting from 25 and working from 25 and rebuilding the year of 25, because that is where we are at.
So how does that fit in with keeping track of the town's money for all of those years? And
Because
when-
we have paper copies.
okay, when somebody comes in and wants to see their account, they want to see their usage over the last 5 years, can you provide that?
It would be done by filing and paper, yes.
I can provide that given time, yes. It's a public records request and I have time to do that.
I'm just asking how we're functioning. If we have nothing,
We have everything in the
Solid.
office, it's just paper copies.
so all you're rebuilding is 25.
That's what I was told to do, yes.
So that bias can help us for the 25 year, moving forward to 26. And the backing is going to have the patience.
Since I'm not up on this, obviously, we're robbing Peter to pay Paul because of the water, issue. We're taking money from our savings in an account to put it into a water account.
And then we can always put that into this account.
All right.
So that's a good possibility. Okay, so there's a hand up.
Another question, is the council being provided with a breakdown of these expenses that are unforeseen or unexpected? And what the total of those expenses are, how much money has been paid out towards those? That kind of thing, to where you have a little bit more of an accurate look at what you're having spent.
That's the pending invoices, yeah.
I'm talking about on one piece of paper, a breakdown of all of the well 7 unexpected expenses, so that you guys can see how much money was spent on unforeseen expenses.
That would be nice to know.
That is a good suggestion, and no, that has not been done. It's been done through pending invoices, but not in the manner that you are asking.
Yeah, I would like
So
to see,
we can do that.
sorry, I'd like to see a breakdown of those. Thank you.
Okay, so, resolution 2508, resolution hereby authorizing withdrawal of funds from the LGIP, $10,000 is on the, table.
Move to table.
Second.
Tabled. Okay. Council, I failed to, at the very beginning, do an amendment for, under new business, a, chicken application. I believe that it's pink. Okay? It is for 108 South Van Martyr Road. Coop is 20 feet by 6 feet, 8 feet high. And it's been initialed, no roosters, 4 hens. The conditions, the payment have been made on the 2nd of December. Approval or not?
Move to approve.
Okay, yeah, second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded to approve 108 South Van Martyr Road. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
You can. It's for you. Any opposed?
Ace everybody.
Motion carries. Okay, so Mr. Blaylock is abstaining. Or abstaining.
Does that mean we don't have a quorum?
No, you got a quorum, he just excused himself.
I'll make sure.
Okay, we've got, a mess there. Okay, Mayor's Report, December 9th, 2025. The audit is still continuing. Closing out of the year. Council, a motion and a second needs to be made at this meeting to remove me from all accounts as of January 1st, 2026, and to add Glenn Abey as the new mayor coming in at that moment. Minutes will need to be approved at the December 16th meeting, and then from that given to the bank before the end of the month. So that Mr. Abey will be official.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to remove me, Paula Bell, and to add Glenn Abey to all accounts. Sorry, I lost my place. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We have, returning to the agenda for the finances, Jamie and Jim came in this afternoon, and also to review the finances, Mr. Blaylock came in at a different time, so there was no quorum. So any questions, further questions, or whatever? I don't know what you want to do first, the warrants or the pendings? Mr. Blaylock, you choose. Do you want to do warrants first or pending?
Oh, we can do one.
Warrants first.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's for $183,615.16, if that's how you find it.
Yeah, I'm looking. 162. Yeah. It's on the back, oh, there it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Are there any questions about the warrant check register?
Well, I can pass those along. You guys have any questions? No? There's no questions, so I guess it's okay.
So is that,
Make a gambling motion.
is there a second?
Oh, I was kind of mumbling. You have no idea what I'm supposed to say.
That's a motion, the motion?
Make a motion that you pass it.
Make a motion to pay the warrant check
Okay.
register in the amount of $183,615.16.
Yeah, I heard it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the warrant register, check register, dating 11/10 to 12/08/2025 for the dollar amount $183,615.16. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed? Motion carries.
That's it.
Okay, no,
So-
pending.
Okay, so the pending invoices didn't change after we left the office.
No. No.
So, Gary, do you want to make a motion? Do you have any questions? Yeah, for 91,000. You gotta sign it.
Do the bottom.
Got the bottom line.
Oh, no, I was waiting for the pending before I.
Okay, so I make a motion to approve the pending invoices dated December 9th, 2025, in the amount of $91,593.54.
Second.
Okay, it's moved and seconded to approve the December 9th, 2025 pending invoices in the dollar amount $91,593.54. All in favor say aye. And any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now, Mr. Blaylock.
Gary, you need to sign it.
I have more.
You need to sign one.
I know.
Well, they're signing one of theirs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Did you say? No.
Okay, council, Mr. Blaylock, this is where, comments and concerns from the council is, addressed, to Barbara, myself, other council members, audience, whatever. So if you have any comments or concerns, this is where you speak. So you are up if you
I'm not gonna reopen another old wound that kind of got healed up a little bit tonight. You're gonna be on the first year, right, Chucky? Okay. So status quo like this tonight,
right now.
right? No, I don't have any questions or concerns.
Okay, I think we need to, re-elect Mayor Pro Tem, new Mayor Pro Tem.
January.
Do you wanna wait
Oh,
for
January.
January? Let Glenn.
You can do it.
You can do it now, but it doesn't need to happen until January.
Take effect in January.
You have to do it after the new election anyway.
When he takes over.
Yeah, after Glenn and then the new council members, you would have to do a new mayor pro tem.
The law states up to 6 months at a time.
Or after a new election.
Well, if you want to, do you want to nominate someone with,
Well, we're just gonna have to redo it again in January, which is, that's way.
so Mayor Pro Tem will be revisited?
In January. Other than that, I don't have any.
Okay. Jamie, do you have anything else?
At the previous meeting, we made the decision to have our council meetings at the Assembly of God Church starting the beginning of the year. And we also asked about getting insurance added that would cover the town for meetings outside of their own buildings. Did you look into that or get that done, the personal injury?
Mr. Sloan is coming again to the office to meet with Mr. Avey, Thursday. And yes, it's on his plate. He said that, what just needs to be happened is the, address of the new place. And then he would probably take pictures just for whatever. So he seemed to think there was no issue to that. But he and Glenn are gonna talk about that. I'm out of it.
What's the additional cost?
That part, well, at one time he said $5,000, so, I'm thinking that, that will be Mr. Avey's in his
Okay.
discussion. But we will take, Mr. Sloan to the church and let him
hope not.
Hope not.
Okay, we have,
Hold on. There was a special meeting called during the Thanksgiving weekend. And during that meeting, protocols were not followed. When you have a special meeting, you call it to order. There wasn't a quorum, you say there's no quorum, meeting is ended. For 3 minutes, you went on and on about the town losing money, and then you let the people in the audience start throwing out their opinions about the punishment that should happen to people, and that was very inappropriate. The camera should have been turned off immediately. The protocols were not followed. You just got the whole town upset that we were losing $97,000, and that wasn't true.
that was under the impression.
It
that
was
I had.
not true. Have you went out and made a public statement saying, no, I was wrong?
We didn't know about it until today. Anything else you wanna dig at?
No, I want you to realize that you went out of your way to make people in this town panic that we were gonna lose $97,000.
That's what the impression
It's
that it was.
not what that
because
form is
November
for.
30th was the deadline, and
That is not what that form
argument is
for.
over with, thank you.
It's only for
It's-
the new money.
It's over and done with. We've got a
I
citizen
have
that,
an email that says otherwise.
we have a citizen that has signed up. Do you wanna see it?
No.
Oh, of course not, okay. Mr. Dorshak, you have a non-agenda item for discussion.
Yes, Councilman Weederman and Councilperson Schmuck. There was a special meeting called the Friday after Thanksgiving. I'd like to know why you were not there.
Because I wasn't available on that day.
Mr. Weederman,
We are of the belief that we had a quorum, therefore we didn't need to have that special meeting.
okay, hopefully in the future, just my opinion, you'll take your jobs as members of the council that are answerable to us a little bit more seriously.
We take everything seriously. We have put up with so much stuff, Jim. That was an unnecessary meeting called in the middle of the Thanksgiving weekend for the wrong reasons. We take it very seriously.
We put in a lot of hours of our own time, because we do take this position seriously. Don't say anything that you did.
Okay. Council, I have something for you. Mr. Blaylock. It says, remember, next Tuesday, not 2 weeks, but next Tuesday, December 16th, is the next scheduled council meeting. January 13th is the first meeting of 2026. A special meeting may be called before December 31st, just to pay the end of 2025 year bills. 4 weeks is too long to wait for bills. If not physically available, phone calling would be acceptable. So here is your notice. Thank you. There is nothing more.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you. All in favor? Merry Christmas. Eight 8:55. What a round up.
Does it affect my age? Does it affect my age? Yeah. It might.
10 like the clock
I'm not in
says.
the office, Carl, I have
It's
something.
like, okay. That's fine. I thought you'd been here a long time.
Yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday, and I am out tomorrow. Okay. No, we,
11 o'clock.
I don't know, I thought I had it until I said, we gotta do something.
okay, I'll be in Thursday. That's okay.
Jenny, I want you to know that I love you so much.
Totally illegal.
No, they don't, they're doing it.
Gotta shut the camera off.
Urge.